What's up, everybody? Tendo here. With me I've got Hannah, and today we have some dishes that we need to go sell to somebody in person. We've just recently restarted selling dishes, and it's actually been working out pretty well locally as well as on eBay a little bit. But we got, these things are heavy.
They are. They're beautiful though.
Alright, so let's go get these sold, and then we're going to go to some thrift stores that Hannah hasn't been to today, and that's really our only plan, so let's do it.
Go down the hole.
Alright guys, so actually check this out. We're sitting in between, that is a Dutch Brothers coffee shop. It's like her favorite coffee place. And then my favorite game store is right here. And this is where we sometimes, but not always, meet people to, you know, sell them things in parking lots, which is always a weird thing. But I don't know if I've just never went to Zia early before or what, because they're not open. And that's a super bummer, because I was just going to go in there and hang out until they got here. So what do we do now? I guess, you want to go get some coffee?
Yeah.
I think I already knew the answer to that. All right, let's do it.
I like the leather jacket kind of like idea with the denim and everything.
Totally.
Like do the like patches and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that aesthetic.
It's a pretty cool look. It's tricky to do, but if you can do it, it's worth it. Have a good one.
See you later.
The guys at the coffee place were super stoked about our denim jackets.
Hi, good morning.
How are you both?
Good.
My better half, he's been like begging to find, he wants a set, and I'm like, I found yours. I'm like, this is it.
Really close.
This is it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Does anybody else ever meet strange people in parking lots and hand them things for money? It always seems so weird. So we just rolled up to our first stop for the day, and we're actually quite surprised. It's called 360 Thrift, and I went to a 360 Thrift for the first time on the channel probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it was a thrift shop Hannah and I hadn't been to. I bought a Game Boy while I was there, and we're still going there today. That's where we're on our way to next, but this is the second location. I asked the people at the last one when I went there a week ago, do you have any more locations? I said, yes, one on so-and-so. So we're here now, and we realize we've been here. Hannah and I have both been to this thrift store, but it's never been on the channel. So you're gonna see a new thrift store today. Hello. $2.99. I don't think I have either of those. Yeah, I think I'd like to get these. These two figures, actually, what's the price on them?
They are $2.99.
Okay, yeah, you want to just set them aside for me?
Yes, sir. What is your name?
Dallas.
Dallas? Okay.
Thank you. All right, there were two Disney Infinity characters that I don't have in the lockbox. Well, one of them I don't have for sure. The other one I'll have to ask Hannah because I don't really remember. But I'm going to take a look around the electronics. The book section's right there. We've got to find some more Star Wars books. I was about to say Harry Potter books. I guess I've got Harry Potter on the brain. But just want to make sure I'm not missing anything dope over here, because this place usually has kind of a real serious pile of electronics. Here's a receiver for a wireless microphone, a very specific one. Card shuffler, cool. Wii Fit board.
When we pulled up, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this thrift store because I always find good jeans here, so I'm very optimistic I'll find something good as well. Very excited to find the jeans. Don't know where they are, but we'll find them. Found them. They used to be up in the front over there. Sweet baby Jesus, these are beautiful. I'm shook. I'm literally shook. They're only $6. Snatch. I am so stoked. So stoked. These are just, oh, the pinstripe and the seaming and the no booty pocket and the
A lot of doubles of books. That probably means they were donated by Big Lots or, you know, something like that. There's got to be some Star Wars. Star Trek, close. I knew that was going to happen. Star Wars, where are you?
I'm 3 for 3.
What?
I'm 3 for 3.
Let me see. Oh, nice. Those are beautiful.
They're so beautiful.
What do you mean 3 for 3?
This is the 3rd time I've been at this thrift store, and the 3rd time I found a just beautiful pair of jeans.
Awesome. I'd high five you, but I've got things in my hands. I can't find any Star Wars books. I'm so hyped about Star Wars books, I didn't even think about video games. It's not looking too good, though. At all. So I've got a really good tip for you. I get a lot of questions on the channel about capture cards, okay? Which one should I buy? What do I need to know? Well, there's a lot of options and most of them are expensive. But if you want to capture your retro consoles and you want to do it super cheap, I see these every day at the thrift store for $2 or $3, and whatever computer you have, you can capture your retro consoles with the yellow, red, white, or SD video, or what's it called, S-video, anytime you want. And it's super cheap. $2 every day of the week. So there's not really any excuse to not be capturing and making content if you really want to.
So I just got to the dishes section, and I'm already liking what I'm seeing because you're seeing a lot of low numbers. Not something I'm used to at a Goodwill, so I'm very excited to find some cheap stuff. This is pretty cool. I'm probably gonna do some searching on this.
I want you to look at this. There's a whole bunch of in-case Beanie Babies, and they're all, I don't even know what that is, a salamander? They're like 30 salamanders. Let's put that on or near the top of the list of the odd things I've seen in thrift stores lately.
There's some really cool stuff in here, like this wooden mason jar. Neat. But I've never seen one of these in person, so I'm not really sure what it is, but I think it's a Korean barbecue plate. Like, you throw that on your burner and it will, you know, you can cook your various meats on it. If that's what it is, I'm really excited about that. That's super cool. I'm not gonna get it because I don't need Korean barbecue plates, but I'm very tempted. Some Corningware. No, it's Pyrex. I Spy Vintage. These are pretty. There's no sign on the bottom though, so I'm not gonna be able to find them. Those are pretty.
Good. Got anything else?
Not yet. I just got this last row. Those are really cool. Just wish it was a full set.
All right, I had to ask Hannah because I have a hard time remembering which ones of these we do and don't have because there's just so many. But we got Mike Wazowski, and I don't remember his name.
Randall.
His name's Randall?
His name's Randall.
All right, so that's pretty awesome. 2 more of those in the collection. I think we're getting really close to having them all. But lucky enough, we find ourselves next to another Zia Records. So we didn't even go in the last one. That one's really close to our house. This is a few miles away. So we're going to go into Zia Records here and see if we can't find some PlayStation 1 games. Or, you know, last time we were here, there was actually some really cheap Sega Genesis inbox stuff. So maybe we'll leave with something. If not, we still got some more thrift stores to go to. How much?
$12.
It's not bad. There's an Real Monsters game in here we wanted last time. It's still about the same price. Oh, there in the corner. Mm-hmm. Is it cardboard box? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Arms 4. That's, what was it we just got in the mail? Wild Arms 2. Pink Game Boy Advance. It's real clean looking. Aftermarket wireless GameCube controller. Not really seeing anything I have to have. Ooh, very nice. Rebel Assault 2, $7.99. I don't think I have that one. I think I've got the first one. Just go through all of them, I guess. Just trying to find something here for PS1 we actually want to play, like this. We've actually been trying to buy all of the Tiny Toon games.
Did you find one?
That's the PS1 one we don't have.
Yeah, we don't have this one.
So we're like, I think we're now, after that game, we'll be like 3 or 4 Tiny Toons games away from having all of them. So that's a collection we will be completing.
So I'm playing this tonight.
For sure. So during a mail time the other day, if you didn't catch it, we were sent a pop figure of Xena Warrior Princess, and now Hannah's obsessed with finding more. Not exactly sure if there's more. I think she's looked it up and there's like one other. But look at this big wall of pops we have to look through.
This is something you'd like.
What is it?
It's a Mr. Meeseeks, but he looks weird.
That must be from a new one because I have not seen that. I've not watched the latest Rick and Morty, so no spoilers. But I did not know there was an orange Meeseeks. So you said there is another Xena Warrior Princess pop?
I think there might be a different line of them because when I was Googling it, there was a Xena that I got in the mail and then another one that looked a little bit more actiony and like angry.
Okay, so yeah,
that one has more of them.
There's just another variant or two, so I guess we have to find them now. But I'm not seeing anything on this giant wall. All right, that was a really unexpected find there. We really want to complete the Tiny Toons collection, and we're really close. I don't know if I'll do it yet. I might do it when I complete it, but whenever we complete the Tiny Toons collection, we might actually trade it out for one of those single display shelves in the game room. What do you think about that? This is the thrift store that we definitely set out to go to today. Hannah's never been. You guys have never been to the last one, but Hannah's never been here. So hopefully the clothes are good here, and it'll be interesting to know what you think about it. But I'm hoping I can reclaim my last victory and maybe find another Game Boy, because that Game Boy last time was awesome, you know.
Let's go!
Last time my Game Boy was right there. Doesn't look like there's another one, but let's check the rest. Ooh, art set. Electronics wise, I've only been here once, so I don't really know what to expect, but it'd be nice to find out that these thrift stores had some nice electronics. Selfie pole, you need one? It's missing its little wireless remote clicker. It's a bunch of ink. I know a handful of people that resell ink cartridges and stuff. I've dabbled, not with reselling, but with like using them to refill my cartridges. It's a messy business. Not a lot. Wouldn't it be nice if there was just like GameCube? All right. Nothing in electronics. What is this? Oh, okay. Let's go check for video games and Star Wars books. I've got Star Wars books on the brain right now.
So the last time Dallas was here, he told me that it's basically like set up like a Goodwill. And walking in here, I feel like I'm in a Goodwill. It's really weird. But I'm very excited to see if I find another pair of jeans like we did at the last one. I will be so stoked. All right, we're not 2 for 2, but that's okay. I'm not mad about it because those last jeans made up for it. Oh, there's another row. I didn't see these.
There's one little stack here, and to be honest with you, all of this was here last time because I remember that being exactly like that. Shrek game in there, and then a Shrek game that's not that one. Yeah, so over the hedge though. Hey, that's something I don't have. I'll get that. PC Rainbow Six. That's kind of funny. But look at this. I've been wanting a lamp for my toy shelf, so I'm 100% buying that, especially for 49 cents. Ooh, bouncy balls.
So I was on my way to the shoes, which are over there, and I spotted this. It's definitely a vintage dress. It's really pretty. It's definitely 80s. Like, look at that shoulder action going on there. It's only $4, which isn't bad at all. But I'm really trying to like scale down my stock right now and really focus in on jeans. So I'm gonna appreciate that, but not get it. Ooh, a whole rack of bandanas. Look at that one. Mardi Gras bandana.
Book-wise, there's not really anything here I'm looking for, but it is really interesting. Look at all these doubles. They've got something corporate donating books to them. This is why they have so many doubles like that. Some stores dumping their overstock. But this store does do a really good job separating like the non-fiction from the fiction. So it does make it easier to look for what I'm looking for, but haven't found anything yet. So I just want to know why you have never given me a gift in this exact bag.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
You have brought shame to the dojo.
They do have some really pretty things here. Like, look at this amber dish set. I really like amber glass, but as far as what I can tell on eBay and everything, they don't really sell for a ton, so I haven't been picking them up. But I could have a very intriguing amber dish set at home if I wanted to. But there's also this like set down here that's really pretty. It's by Edwin M. Knowles. Might look that one up.
Oh, and look, one more thing. I'm coming. Sorry about that.
All right.
I've got this really bad habit where I keep shopping while Hannah's checking out. And while she was checking out, actually she just finished checking out, and I found a pair of, you know, the best glasses ever made. So grab those. Pink and orange are the ones I find the most. I've got about 4 pairs of pink and about 4 pairs of orange. But we are leaving there with a bag full of goodies. You didn't really get anything, did you?
You should give me those glasses. It's super bright out
Oh, that's
here.
bad. Hey, look.
So bright. Oh my gosh.
Useful.
Much better.
You know what, too? You should leave the sticker on it, because that's a big lulz. Now let's, I don't know what we're going to do. You're probably going to find out, like, right now. Next up, a Goodwill. It's pretty odd when we, like, don't start at Goodwill, and it's one of the later stops. Lockbox first. No idea what that is. There's a game on the lockbox. Ooh. Rip. Ooh, look at these lenses. This used to be one of my biggest obsessions. Black Panther, nice. The games are right behind me here. All right, family fun. What color is the sticker? Go find out.
Yellow.
Yellow? Well, does that mean it's half off or $1? Because it's Thursday, right? So it's $1.
It is, yeah.
Dollar we fit, let's go. I've seen a lot of stuff I have. Yeah, I've got all this. Take that for $1 too.
All right, we are at Goodwill shoe shopping. Got some pretty Gap shoes. Why am I upside down? And I'm blue. This is weird. Let's go ask Dallas what's happening. Dallas? Dallas,
Yeah. What you got?
I am upside down and blue.
That is weird.
Why am I upside down?
I wonder if when I go edit it, you'll look like this.
Why am
Well,
I blue?
the upside down happens because you started upside down. That's no big deal. But the blue means that there's something wrong with the processing. I mean, it's fine now. Let's see if the playback looks that way. This is awesome.
Nope, I'm not blue.
No, it was just the playback.
Weird.
You're not actually a Smurf.
It's blue. All right, let's try that again. We are at Goodwill shoe shopping. We have Gap shoes, which I've already talked about a little bit. And then we've got these little like pony hair cow print shoes that are $18. And yeah, anytime you see the ask for mate sign, it definitely means they know it's pretty and they definitely want a little bit more change for that. These are some sliding sole bowling shoes. Very nice. Not seeing a ton other than that. Ooh. Some America boots. Whoa! Yes, indeed, that says $70. So we'll leave those there. They'll get them for that. What are these? Some Ted Baker shoes. These are pretty, but again, ask for mate, they are $50. Nope. Well, That's a rip for shoes.
There's an Infinite Crisis comic book. Ooh. This is the starter one, one of the first ones. Oop, it's ripped. So I think this is some sort of vintage Target display, and to be honest with you, words cannot express how much I want it. It might be from something else, but it's 20 bucks, which is not a bad price, but I don't have room for it in the game room. I just don't. Tell me not to buy it, tell me I can't buy it, but I want it so bad. It's so dope. 15 bucks, lol. Missing pieces too. They're actually in the middle of restocking right now, so I think I might hang out here for a minute and see if I can't put my eyes on something fresh. What are you doing? How you doing?
So after that first stop, I am very hype on jeans. I'm really taking my time through the jeans section, and I just found a pair of Levi's that are really stunning, but they want 20 bucks for them, and I just can't do 20 on them. Silver tab jeans, yeah, 20 bucks. They are this like weird tie-dye purple situation. And I don't know if maybe they were manufactured that way or if maybe they were sitting in someone's attic and they just kind of got a weird sun soak situation on them. But either way, pretty, but no.
Fidget cube. Oops, I broke it. Come back. Here's some neat looking hockey figures. Wow.
So I walked over to the mug section and immediately found like 6 mugs that I'm like, yes, oh my god, yes. There's another set I just saw. Okay, so I might actually get these because these are these Garfield mugs from McDonald's, and there are 4 of them. So $2.49 a piece. That is kind of a lot. I'm gonna have to do some math to figure all that out. But look at this pirate lady mug, weird. And then we have, what was it? Oh, the Winnie the Pooh bear. That one's cute. Then we have the koala bear, and yeah, this pixel cup, very retro. Creamy hot chocolate with this guy with a weird stack of cups. Yep, this is a good mug section. It's fancy.
Whole cart full of fresh stuff, and it's not looking like there's anything I need, but that's kind of a lull. Here's a How to Train Your Dragon that's not missing his wings. That's rare. I'm not going to buy this because it's not really worth the $8 price tag, but it's a rechargeable battery pack for your Wii Fit board. That's wild. I'm not surprised that's a thing, but I've never seen it. All right, another bag of goodies, and to be completely honest with you, we were thinking about either quitting after this one or going to the Goodwill bins, but we did just realize that it's dollar sticker day at Goodwill, so let's go to another Goodwill or two. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right, next up, another Goodwill. We don't go to this one on the channel often. I think we've been here once or twice on the channel, but they usually have a really good lockbox, and then the toys are usually pretty good, but I don't recall having bought video games here, but we'll find something. What are you looking for?
Dishes and jeans.
Cool glasses.
Why would you do this? Why would you give a doll pink eyes? Why?
Ooh, he's plushy. Maglite. Old. Not a lot going on here.
Goodwill's trying me today. I keep finding really beautiful jeans for $20. Why? So these are vintage Lawman jeans, and they are really pretty, but not worth $20 to me.
All right, lots of VHS, lots of books, but probably no Star Wars books. But where are the video games? Did you see some?
Yeah, let me see.
That'd be awesome. But here somewhere though.
Yeah, no,
You did see some?
a bunch of them all together.
Sweet, you rock. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's probably more scattered out, but sweet. Now the real question is, what do I buy? It's just so much. Whoa. $2, let's go. As far as regular games goes, not a lot of hope because it's about all I see. Rock Band, Just Dance, Sims, Karaoke, Wii Fit, nothing. But that's really not bad. And I have a stack of Star Wars books, so let's go.
I found another set of the cornflower Corningware, and there are 3 little sets here, and then the 2 bigger ones are down here. It doesn't have the really big one, but I'm just not gonna get them anyway because the little dishes are already $7 a piece, plus the 2 on the bottom are $10 a piece. It's just, that's what they go for online, and I just can't do anything with that, so we're gonna pass.
Looky here. Yeah, it's a Ben 10 toy in there. I've got a buddy collecting Ben 10 stuff, so I think I'm gonna get that for him. And then Red Ranger, you're mine.
Some really cool beer steins here. Like, look at this one. Very fancy. Christmas Budweiser one. They're $8 a piece, so I don't even know if it's worth looking them up, but I'm gonna take a peek just to learn something from it. That metal art's pretty cool too. Ooh, look at these carousels, the wind chimes. Some cool stuff here. So update on the Budweiser beer steins. These are really cool. This one is from 1989. It goes for about 20 bucks online itself. The other 2 go for like $5. Those are from 1991 and 92. But if this was from 1981, it would go for about 80 bucks, which the one from 81 is not here. It looks like he got 89, 91, 92, and then kind of quit. So I'm debating on getting this one. I'm gonna ask Giles what he thinks, if it's worth it, but if not, I'll probably just say goodbye to this. I've spotted something I've never seen before. It's a plushie Sora. That's dope.
Hannah's gonna flip.
I saw that.
His key's a little sad.
It's really derpy.
Well, I had some super interesting interactions in this Goodwill. First of all, I went in there and this elderly lady was like, "You are so big." And I was like, "Yeah, ma'am, I get that a lot," which is my typical response. And then I ended up walking over to the book section a little bit later, and I'm talking to this camera like a crazy person, and I said, "Oh, I wonder where the Star Wars books are." And this younger girl, probably my age, she goes, "Star Wars books?" And she runs up to me, she goes, "They're over here," and she takes me to a rack just like with 100 of them.
That's amazing.
I was like, first of all, thank you, ma'am. Second of all, success, because I've probably said the word Star Wars books on this episode about 1,000 times.
I actually had kind of an interesting exchange too. Not nearly as weird as that one, but I was looking through the jeans and I found the pair of jeans that you'll see on the channel in a bit. But this woman next to me was just like, "They are really high, aren't they?" And I was like, let me finish my clip and then I'll talk to you. And then I finished it and I turned and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, they're super high priced, aren't they? What size are you looking for?" And I was like, nothing in particular. Yeah,
I'm surprised she didn't look at you in this get up and go, "She's a crazy person talking to herself." And same. I mean, look at this. Look at my bracelet I've been rocking today. We are now at a Goodwill that sits right next to Savers down there, and these are probably gonna be our last stops today. Let's hit both of those up and then let's go do something else. First of all, a whole bunch of Sims. A lot of it's the first Sims, and then a bag of Skylanders. Can't see the price tag. It's double digit though.
I have spotted a fancy hat blowing in the breeze. Look at her. She's big and floppy, that's for sure.
Fishing Frenzy. It's ripped. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Ooh, that's not Wii. I thought that was a Wii game. I was like, yes. Not seeing a ton though. This is for sure a Goodwill that really started putting all their stuff in a lockbox for a while. And now that it's not in the lockbox, it's just mixed in everywhere. A couple of Wii Fit. Madden. Look at that. That's pretty neat. I'm kind of thinking about just buying that to cut the patch off and to put on this jacket. Mad Cats. Look at that. That's an interesting one.
So I'm in the like wooden section, so it's got like a bunch of just random knickknacks and picture frames and whatnot, but anything wooden. They've got an entire shelf of it, and I found these really beautiful vintage wooden canisters. They're like flour and sugar, so this is what they look like. They're really pretty, and I do like them. They go for about $35 for the whole set, but unfortunately, the whole set's not here, so. Okay, bye.
All right, I got a lamp. And we're gonna see if it works. I've resold a dozen of these for like $100. But they kind of sometimes have testy wiring. I just saw one bulb fire up and then went out. We've got one bulb working, but they're a little touchy. These bulbs can be a little touchy themselves, but I guess I'm gonna see if that bulb works in the other sockets. Unplug it first. Oh yeah, these are blown for sure. They're black. All right, the next one works.
So Dallas is already in line, and I just took the fastest like fly through the jeans I've done in a long time, and look at what I found. These are some Legends by Lawman jeans, and they've got these like little cutouts on the sides, little pocketless backs, and they're only $5 originally, but today is dollar day for yellow tags, so they are $1. Holla for $1.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you check it just for 1 second?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I was able to test that all the lights work inside the Goodwill, so we're gonna go ahead to the van, take pictures of it, post it now, and then we'll get back to shopping, go to the Savers, and then we'll be done for the day.
We're gonna go ahead and try to take photos of it in this parking lot so we don't have to mess with it later, but it might be a little tricky with all the black in the parking lot. It kind of looks dope with that tree in the background.
It really is funny how well those lamps have done for us in the past. Every time we find one that's not terribly expensive, we can resell it. But oftentimes they'll be $40, $50 in the Goodwill, but we only get $80 to $100 out of them. So we're not usually gonna mess with them at that price, but we got that one for $12. Now on to Savers.
All right, rolling up to my favorite shoe section, the Savers boot section. Right out the gate. Oh, these are interesting.
Ooh. Holy cow. Wow, lots of good stuff. Hopefully it's not all expensive. I'll get a lot of it, but some of them have $5 price tags on them, and I'm not going to get those. DreamWorks Superstar carts, as much as I want it, I don't know that it's a $6 game. No manual. Not worth. I have this, so I probably don't need to buy it again. We love golf. Ooh, Animal Crossing. Probably going to have to buy that. Angry Birds, please be there. It's there. NFL 13.
Today has been a bittersweet day for finding my favorite pairs of jeans, which are vintage Rockies. I found an amazing pair of jeans this morning, and then I found another pair of llama jeans, which were very similar at the last Goodwill we went to, and they were just so expensive. Now I come across another one, and Savers sometimes does me wrong and does definitely overprice things. These are a beautiful pair of Rockies, but they are not $10 beautiful, and I hate it because I don't want to leave them. I don't like passing them up, but can't do it for that price. Sorry. They're like $30 resale, and that's just not a good enough profit margin for me to sink $10 into it and wait for a sale. Hopefully we find another pair.
So a whole stack of Game Informer turned up, and I've not done a good job yet of keeping track of what I do and don't have from Game Informer, so I'm going to do my best to do this by memory. I've got that one. I do not have that one. Ooh, there's one I definitely don't have. You're going to have to kind of stick around at the end to see what's what, but there's definitely some here I don't have. So far, it's about half and half. This one I can't remember. Some of you might. If I'm in doubt, I'm just not going to get it. Yeah, somebody just sent me that one. So I think I'm leaving with 4 that I don't have.
All right, the jeans broke my heart, so let's go over to the dishes section and see what shenanigans we can find. Savers does this thing where they make one kiosk all one color just to kind of feature some items, and this is the blue section, which of course has some really funny things like this snake wrapped vase, okay, and little Japanese tea set, which is really cute. It's only got 2 cups though. Little salt and pepper shaker by Avon, which is really fun. Look at these. Those are fancy. That's all in the blue section. Let's go to the regular stuff. I think this is a 1960s Pyrex bowl. It's really, you know, the more I've dove into dishes, the more I've kind of been a little confused about what's modern, what's vintage, because right out the gate sometimes things look vintage, but it's just a modern replica of it, which you run into with clothing too, but like I feel like it's even harder because the wear and tear on dishes can vary so much. And this one, it says Pyrex on it. I think I'm gonna give it a quick Google because it's $10.99, so it's gotta go for a lot of money for me to be able to drop that kind of money on it, but let's take a peek. All right, regarding this very pretty Pyrex bowl, I found some sold items for like, took offers after 26. There's some that have sold for like, gosh, there's not many of them that have sold honestly, and they go for about 20 bucks max. 20 bucks, $11 into the bowl already. It's just too much of a risk right now, can't do it.
Well, you learn something new every day. I always knew that at Goodwill on Thursdays, it was senior day, so you get a senior discount if you're of the right age. But also, certain stickers on that day are marked down to $1, which is why I want to go. Turns out that Savers also has a sale day on Thursday. If you're a club member, which we are, you get 25% off. I never knew that, so that's good. Not quite half off, which is why I didn't buy as much in there as I would have. If today were Monday and half off day at Savers, I would have bought a lot.
It'd have been lit.
Yeah, it's crazy, but 25% off made it worth a couple games, a couple magazines. But I think we're done thrifting for now, but we got to go home and do some work. All right, guys, we are back in the game room and we have a big bunch of nonsense here in front of us. I hope you enjoyed today's thrifting trip. There are some things we bought today that are not sitting in front of us because we bought them to resell, and a couple of them have already resold. So I consider today a success just based off of that. But we are going to go over the stuff that's going into the collection as well as the stuff that Hannah got. So why don't you just start out? Tell us what you got, because that's a pretty good pile.
This is 2 items, but they are 2 of my favorite items I've come across in the last month. So we'll talk about the one I'm less excited about. Is this beautiful pair of Lawman Legends, and they are Western style jeans with a little surprise on the sides. Boom.
Yeah, you show a little leg stick out. Very nice.
Yeah, like if you pop your leg in there, you get a little skin peeking through. It's really
All right,
cute.
what else did you get?
And my favorite piece, which is this beautiful pair of pinstriped Rocky Mountain jeans. They are super tiny.
Yeah.
But they're just your classic Rockies cut, but they have just that little bit of extra edge with the pinstripe going on.
And that's exactly what we sell. That's exactly what we resell and pretty much make our living on, is those right there. This stuff, not so much. This is what we spend our money on. But we've got some good stuff here. We'll go over the games last. Let's go through the nonsense first. This is probably the most nonsensical. But it's just a thing full of really skinny but tall Ziploc bags. They're about that big. And I have a sorting box that I keep with just odd-sized Ziplocs in, so I can sort whatever nonsense we bring in and might be reselling, or I don't know. What else have I used them for? There's just a million little... Some of my camera equipment has small screws, and I keep them organized in little bags. So I buy odd-shaped Ziploc bags when I come across them. If you were to buy these new at the Container Store, which is where I get most of my Ziploc bags, this is like 20 bucks right here. So you get that for a couple bucks. Super happy about that. Just a lonely Nerf barrel. We are kind of revving up our reselling right now and trying to resell some of the Nerf guns. The Nerf guns we have stored away. So I probably have about 400 individual pieces of just barrels and extra add-ons for Nerf guns. And that's what that is. Probably one of the single most exciting things today is this Aladdin's lamp, because it's one that's not like this tiny. And my toy shelf of miscellaneous down there, I've been wanting one to put on it, and that's where that's going. Are you as excited about that as I am?
It's real cute. This is actually the only Disney movie we owned as a kid, so Aladdin has a special place in my heart.
It wasn't the only one we owned, but it was the one that I watched on repeat. There's no Will Smith or Robin Williams. That sucks. All right. Okay. Game Informer. I might have bought some doubles. I've actually, right before we started recording this video, I was just sitting right over there, and I've been categorizing, putting all this stuff on a spreadsheet so I know what I have and don't have, and I don't start buying a bunch of doubles. And then also so I don't start missing some that I don't have, because I feel like I might actually have this one now that I'm sitting here looking at it. I just don't know. But it's issue 305, Assassin's Creed. This is probably one of my new favorite copies of Game Informer. It is copy 309, and it's got the... I'll be honest with you, when I first picked it up, I thought it was The Flash, but it's not. The game is just called Rage 2. And then, this is pretty awesome looking. The game is called Dreams 307.
Oh, I like that game on the back.
Oh,
that looks cute.
That's funny. I don't know what that is. Do you?
No.
Oh, Dreams. It is the same game.
Oh, well, great.
We need to find that game. It looks dope. You guys know anything about that game? Comment below. Destiny 2 Forsaken. So, I'm stacking these up, baby. I really feel like it's going to be way easier to complete the Game Informer collection than I thought it was, because there's only X number of issues, and I think I'm right at 100 or something like that, because they just show up every day. At least every day that I look at them. There's probably plenty of days they're there that I don't look, because magazines are kind of something I look through if I'm really bummed out in a store and there's just nothing else. If I go into a store and buy arms full of stuff, I pretty much don't even go check the magazines. I'm kind of a slacker on that specifically. But I got 2 Disney Infinity today. What are their names? Well, I know this is Mike.
Mike and Randall.
And this is something else I need to put on my spreadsheet, who I do and don't have, because it's getting to where, like, I just can't remember, because there's so many, especially if you consider how many Skylanders there are. All right. Next up, I got a Star Wars trilogy. You know what? We had a pretty good response on Star Wars stuff, or Star Wars books, after the episode I did with my brother AJ. There's plenty of you guys that commented that have enjoyed or do enjoy Star Wars novels, both legend and canon. So I bought some more stuff today. It's a 3-part trilogy, Star Wars trilogy. The Joiner King, The Unseen Queen, and The Swarm War. And it's the Dark Nest trilogy is what it's called, the Dark Nest trilogy. And then they have Han, Leia, and Luke on the cover. They're really pretty. And there were a bunch of books there at the store today, Star Wars books, as you saw. had a good laugh about the lady showing me where they were. Here's Luke on this one, shooting some Force Lightning. I only bought these out of those today because it was one of the complete sets that was there that looked interesting that I thought I might read. But everything there was $2.29, and I really wanted all of them, but half off Saturdays really soon, and I think we're going to try really hard to show up to a couple Goodwills and buy every Star Wars book they have half off, so they're all about $1. So we'll hopefully bring a lot more of those back home if they don't get bought up real soon. I really, really want that to happen. But also, I got a bag full of toys here. There was a Dragon Ball Z character in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be Broly or if this is a knockoff or what, but it's ugly. I'm pretty sure it's like a McDonald's toy or something. I don't know. But I bought the bag because there's a Red Ranger in it. And to be honest with you, yeah, I wasn't sure if I had this big one, and I don't. The only ones I have this size are black and yellow. So Red Ranger finally coming home on the shelf. The medium-sized Red Ranger anyways. Just go ahead and put them there. There's some toys we don't even need to talk about in here. But then there's a Ben 10 toy I'm going to take home to a friend of mine. So that's the only reason I'm going to keep that one. The rest of it's, well, you want to talk about the Minion?
We don't need to talk about the Minion?
Well, we're not going to keep him, are we?
No. Does he do anything?
No, he's just a McDonald's toy.
Well, he used to work. Never mind.
Shake it.
He's trash.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. So that was what that was. And then last, we got a stack of games. Now, if you see anything here that you just demand we play, let us know. But I'm pretty sure the stuff we're going to play is going to be obvious here. I got a copy of Lego City Undercover for the 3DS. It was only $2.29. I'm always happy to put any 3DS title into my collection for just a couple bucks. $2.29. And then Over the Hedge, Greatest Hits Edition, which is awesome. It's complete. I remember that movie vaguely, but let's see. Angry Birds for the Wii U, which is great. Just trying to knock out that Wii U collection while there's still time. I've never played a console Angry Birds game. I'm actually really curious. It's probably just like the mobile versions we played, but I don't know. It could be more fun. It makes sense on the Wii U, though, because there's a touchscreen, so it probably is exact same. A racing game for all of the DreamWorks titles. I'm actually quite curious about that. I think we'll probably throw this in rotation for our bad video game series we're doing.
Totally.
Because it would just be fun to laugh at whatever characters are on there. NCAA Football 12, got it for $1, so it's out of the way. Oh, baby, We Fit. It was only $1. That's kind of my max to spend on it. Go ahead and put it on the Wii U shelf, or the Wii shelf. And then we got one more game today, saving it for last because it's actually what we're going to finish this video and go play tonight. Tiny Toon Adventures. I always want to say Tiny Toons Adventures, but it's Tiny Toon Adventures. The Great Beanstalk. This is one we were very excited to find. We looked all over at it every time. We looked all over for it every time that we went to a game store in the last couple of weeks, and we just haven't seen it anywhere. Finally have it. And we're going to complete that Looney Tunes. I keep saying Looney Tunes. I'm just going to lose my mind today.
I've always said Looney Tunes.
Well, I mean, they are Looney Tunes, but you have to differentiate because we're not trying to complete the Looney Tunes collection. That's a lot more games.
True.
The Tiny Toon games, there's like, somewhere just south of 20 of them, and we're trying to get all of those. So that's why we bought it, and we're very excited about it. Guys, comment below and let us know what your favorite thing we got today was. What was your favorite thing?
Oh, those Rockies, duh.
The Rockies. What am I the most excited about? Probably, I'm excited for the Star Wars books because I'm going to probably actually read them. But as far as games go, I'm really excited about Tiny Toons. Maybe a close tie for the Wii U game for Angry Birds just because we will play it. My Wii U's plugged up just off the side of the camera, so might as well put it in and give it a try. But thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We're going to have several more days like today and yesterday coming up because we're just going to hit the ground extra hard and go extra thrifting. You really probably couldn't tell in the video, but we started really earlier today so we could go a bit longer and spend a little bit more time in each of the thrift stores because we're ramping up to doing some much bigger, different things here really soon, which we'll be talking about all the new stuff we're going to be doing on the channel coming up. So definitely subscribe for that. If you haven't subscribed already, I'm just telling you, you want to subscribe because some of the content we have coming up, some of the things we have planned, some of the podcasts we plan on doing, some of the places we plan on going, some of the places we plan on going and then doing a podcast there, all these things are things you're going to want to subscribe for. So pretty please, if you're watching, hit that subscribe button. My analytics tell me that every day there's about 1,000 views, and about 2/3 of those are people that are subscribed, and about 1/3 of them are not. So there's probably 300 people watching right now that could hit that subscribe button, and I would appreciate it if you would do that. And then, before or after subscribing, I don't really care about the order. Join our Discord. It's a community forum where we chat about these video games. I'd like some of you guys to come over today to the Discord and tell me like what your favorite Tiny Toons or Looney Tunes Adventures games are. There's some good ones, and we've got a bunch of the Looney Tunes. We just kind of prefer the Tiny Toons personally because Plucky the Duck is pretty much the best character ever created. But yeah, maybe come on over to the Discord, talk Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons with us a little bit today. And then what else? That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Come back on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Hang out with us for our podcast then. We've got something real goofy planned. If you want to know what kind of goofy, go watch last week's podcast. We did something really stupid on that. It's going to be fun. Definitely come back for that. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us. If you are subscribed, make sure that your notifications are turned on so that in the future when we post ridiculous videos like this, where we go thrifting and buy Tiny Toons games, maybe if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, you will get a notification the moment we complete this Tiny Toons collection. You know what I'm saying? You can come back then and you can hang out with us then, guys. And until then, peace out.